When Rosie was found, she could barely move. She had been left alone, with no one to care for her, and it was clear she was in bad shape. Her eyes looked tired, and her small body showed just how much she had been struggling. She was weak, but there was still a spark of life in her, and that was enough to know she deserved a chance. She was gently placed in a small box to keep her safe and warm. From there, she was rushed to the vet. The team cleaned her up and checked her over. She was clearly hungry, so a bowl of food was placed in front of her. Rosie ate like she hadn't eaten in days, finishing every last bit. Even after that meal, her body was still weak, and she couldn't stand for long. The first few days were focused on rest and recovery. She was given medicine, plenty of fresh water, and soft blankets to sleep on. Little by little, she began to show signs of improvement. Her eyes became brighter, and her tail started to wag when she saw someone she recognized. That's when she got her name, Rosie. It seemed to fit her perfectly. Rosie grew stronger each day. She went from barely moving to walking around the house, exploring every corner. Her fur became soft and shiny, and her face lit up whenever her family came home. No matter what they were doing, Rosie wanted to be right there with them. If they were working, she would sit close by. If they were relaxing, she would curl up next to them. She wasn't just a pet. She was part of the family. She had a few toys that she loved more than anything, and she would never let anyone take them away. Rosie also enjoyed playing with other dogs. Her favorite game was catching a ball, and she could do it over and over without getting bored. One day, her family decided to take her to a pool. At first, she was a little unsure about the water. She stayed close to the edge, testing it slowly. But with encouragement, she began to splash around and realized it was fun. After a long day of playing, Rosie would fall asleep almost instantly. She had a funny way of dozing off that always made everyone smile. Sometimes she would be dressed in cute outfits. One of the favorites was a bumblebee costume. She looked adorable and seemed to enjoy the extra attention. Every morning, Rosie would be ready for her walk. The moment her leash came out, her tail wagged like crazy. Walks, playtime, snuggles. Rosie loved every moment she got to spend with her family. Looking back at how she was found, it's hard to believe she's the same dog. Rosie went from being weak and alone to living a happy, full life surrounded by love. She truly became the best thing that ever happened to her family. If this story touched you, give it a like. Even sharing it can help more animals like Rosie find a second chance at life.